What if I told you that some vegetables, yes, the very ones we've always considered healthy, could actually be silently sabotaging the health of seniors? It's a startling thought, isn't it? As we grow older, our bodies don't react the same way they used to. Those crunchy greens or everyday veggies on your plate might be causing hidden inflammation, joint discomfort, or even blood flow issues without you realizing it. Here at Elderly Wisdom Secrets, we've uncovered eye-opening facts about these hidden dangers lurking in your meals. In this video, we'll reveal 8 vegetables seniors should steer clear of, and why avoiding them could be the secret to feeling stronger and more vibrant every day. Ready to discover which common veggies might be holding you back? Let's get started. Let's dive deeper into a vegetable that many of us cherish but might be silently working against our health as we age: white potatoes. On the surface, they seem like the perfect comfort food: creamy mashed potatoes, crispy fries, or a warm baked potato topped with your favorite fixings. But here's the surprising truth. White potatoes have a high glycemic index, which means they cause your blood sugar to spike quickly after eating. For seniors, whose metabolism naturally slows down and whose circulatory systems might already be compromised, this sudden surge in blood sugar can trigger inflammation. And inflammation, especially when it becomes chronic, is like a slow-burning fire that affects your joints, your heart, and your overall mobility. Picture Martha, a lively 70-year-old who had always loved her evening ritual of a baked potato. Over time, however, she began noticing stiffness in her knees and swelling in her legs. At first, she thought it was just aging catching up, but when she switched to sweet potatoes, lower on the glycemic index and packed with nutrients, she experienced less swelling and more energy. Martha's story isn't unique. There's solid scientific research showing that diets high in quickly digestible carbs like white potatoes can lead to chronic inflammation, which worsens cardiovascular health and can increase the risk of joint pain and mobility issues. What's even more eye-opening is that this effect is often underestimated because potatoes are such a common and beloved food. They're seen as wholesome and filling, but when consumed frequently without balancing with low glycemic alternatives, they may quietly contribute to declining health. This is why, especially for seniors looking to maintain vitality and independence, it's important to rethink traditional favorites. Making a simple swap, like replacing white potatoes with sweet potatoes or other root vegetables, can make a significant difference in reducing inflammation and supporting a healthier heart and joints. Now that we've uncovered the hidden risks lurking in something as familiar as the white potato, it's time to shift our focus to another vegetable that seems innocent but carries its own set of challenges: eggplants. Eggplants, those glossy purple gems gracing countless dishes, may seem like a harmless delight. But for seniors, they can carry a hidden catch. Belonging to the nightshade family, eggplants contain natural compounds called alkaloids, which in sensitive individuals can quietly fan the flames of inflammation. Imagine enjoying your favorite meal, only to notice that subtle joint stiffness or that nagging ache seems to worsen afterward. This is more common than you think, yet often brushed off as just getting older. Consider Harold, a lively 68-year-old who loved Mediterranean cuisine, especially dishes rich in eggplant. But over time, he realized his knees became stiff and sore after these meals. Instead of accepting it as normal aging, Harold dug deeper and discovered the role of alkaloids in triggering inflammation. By adjusting his diet, reducing eggplant portions and experimenting with preparation techniques like salting and peeling, he found his joint pain eased significantly. Harold's story isn't unique. Many seniors might unknowingly be dealing with similar effects. Scientific studies support this experience, showing that alkaloids in nightshades can exacerbate inflammation, particularly in aging bodies prone to arthritis and digestive sensitivities. The good news? You don't have to say goodbye to eggplants forever. Being mindful, moderating intake, And tweaking cooking methods can allow you to enjoy their benefits, fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients, without the unwanted side effects. With eggplants no longer a mystery, let's turn our attention to another vegetable that often hides its risks behind a sweet, crunchy facade: green bell peppers. Let's dive into the story of green bell peppers, those bright, crunchy vegetables that many of us consider an easy, healthy choice. But here's a twist you might not expect. Green bell peppers contain natural compounds called lectins, which can quietly stir up inflammation and digestive trouble, especially in seniors. Imagine enjoying your favorite salad with those colorful slices, only to find yourself dealing with unexpected stiffness or discomfort later on. It's subtle, easy to miss, but it's happening. Take Linda, for example. At 70, she loved adding green bell peppers to every meal, believing they were doing her good. But she soon noticed a creeping stiffness in her joints and occasional digestive woes. After some research and a talk with her nutritionist, Linda discovered that those lectins in green bell peppers might be behind her discomfort. By switching to fully ripe peppers, the reds, yellows, and oranges, and cooking them well, she found relief and could still enjoy the flavors she loved. This story shows how even healthy foods can have hidden effects, especially as our bodies change with age. Scientific studies back this up too. Lectins can irritate sensitive gut linings and promote mild inflammation, which can be a real challenge for aging bodies. The good news? Ripened, cooked peppers have far fewer lectins, so you can savor their antioxidants and vitamins without worry. So, while green bell peppers deserve a bit of caution, you don't need to write off peppers entirely. Having unraveled the secret behind green bell peppers, let's move on to another vegetable that might surprise you: spinach. Have you ever thought about how something as wholesome and celebrated as spinach could sometimes be a hidden challenge for seniors? Spinach is often the star of superfood lists, packed with iron, vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, everything you'd expect to keep your body and mind thriving. But here's the twist: for those over 60, spinach contains natural compounds called oxalates that can quietly cause problems if you're not careful. Oxalates bind with calcium in the body, potentially forming crystals that contribute to kidney stones and reduce calcium absorption. For seniors like Helen, who loved starting her day with fresh spinach salads, this became a surprise health hurdle. She began experiencing occasional kidney discomfort and even some joint stiffness, which was puzzling at first. But after learning about oxalates, she adjusted her cooking methods, switching from raw salads to lightly steaming her spinach or blending it into smoothies. This simple change helped her enjoy spinach's nutritional benefits without the unwanted side effects. Personally, I find Helen's story powerful because it reminds us all that even the healthiest foods need to be respected and handled wisely. Especially as our bodies change with age. It's not about cutting out the foods you love but learning how to make them work for you. Proper preparation of spinach, such as steaming it just enough to reduce oxalates while preserving vital nutrients, is a game changer. And if you're someone who enjoys green smoothies, blending spinach can also make it easier on your kidneys and digestion. So, if you've been hesitant about including spinach in your diet or worried about those occasional aches, remember, it's all about balance and preparation. Spinach remains a fantastic ally for heart health, brain function, and overall vitality when treated right. Now that we've explored how to make spinach safer and healthier, it's time to talk about another vegetable that's often misunderstood: rhubarb leaves, and why they deserve caution. You might think all leafy greens are good for you, but rhubarb leaves tell a very different story, one that's especially important for seniors to know. While the bright red stalks of rhubarb are a favorite in desserts and jams, those big, green leaves hide a dangerous secret. They contain high levels of oxalic acid and other toxins that can cause serious health problems, from stomach pain to potentially life-threatening poisoning. Picture this: Helen, a spirited 68-year-old who loved trying new recipes with fresh garden finds. Unknowingly tossed some rhubarb leaves into her salad one afternoon. What seemed like a harmless mistake quickly turned into a frightening ordeal: nausea, sharp stomach cramps, and an urgent trip to the doctor. The shock of realizing that such a pretty leaf could be so harmful was a wake-up call not only for Helen but for anyone watching out for their health. I always say, the difference between a safe meal and a risky one can be just knowing what to avoid. Rhubarb leaves may look harmless, but they are definitely off limits for seniors. Thankfully, the stalks, the part we usually cook with, are perfectly safe and packed with nutrients that can support your health. So, as we learn to cherish every bite for its benefits, it's just as important to recognize when something looks good but could quietly cause harm. With that in mind, let's talk about another common vegetable that might surprise you with its hidden risks when eaten in excess: celery, and why balance is the key to heart health. Celery, so often praised as the crunchy, guilt-free snack, isn't always the heart's best friend. Especially when seniors overindulge. It's easy to think, it's just celery, how bad can it be? But here's the twist. Celery naturally contains a surprisingly high amount of sodium, a silent player that can quietly raise blood pressure if consumed excessively. For many older adults managing heart health or hypertension, this hidden sodium can sneak in and undermine all their other healthy efforts. Let me share a story. Helen, a 68-year-old who swore by her celery sticks, used to munch on them all day long, thinking she was making the healthiest choice. But when she visited her doctor, her blood pressure numbers told a different story. It turned out that her constant celery snacking was adding up, enough sodium to push her readings higher than ideal. It was an eye-opener that reminded her, and reminds us, that too much of a good thing can become a problem. From my own experience and talking with many seniors, I've realized that no single food, no matter how healthy it seems, should dominate your diet. Moderation and diversity are the real keys to lasting heart health. So, while celery offers fiber and antioxidants, it's best enjoyed as part of a colorful plate, balanced with other veggies that provide a wide range of nutrients without overloading your sodium intake. And speaking of caution, not all vegetables look as harmless as celery. Our next one, wild mushrooms, may surprise you with hidden dangers. Let's dive into why some mushrooms require extra care for seniors. Mushrooms often get a glowing reputation as a nutritious, low-calorie addition to meals, packed with vitamins and antioxidants. But here's a little-known twist that seniors should be aware of. Not all mushrooms are safe, especially certain wild varieties that can pose serious health risks. Let me tell you about Robert, a 74-year-old who loved the idea of foraging wild mushrooms. To him, it was a fun way to connect with nature and add a unique flavor to his dishes. But after a few meals featuring these forest treasures, Robert began feeling unusual fatigue, upset stomach, and even dizziness, symptoms he didn't expect. It turned out that some wild mushrooms contained toxins and compounds that are difficult for older adults to digest or even harmful to the liver and nervous system. Medical studies have shown that aging bodies process toxins differently, and what might be harmless to younger people can have much stronger effects on seniors. The problem with wild mushrooms is that many look alike, and misidentification is common, even among experienced foragers, leading to accidental ingestion of poisonous types. For seniors like Robert, this risk isn't worth the gamble. Instead, sticking to farm-grown mushrooms, which are carefully cultivated and free from such hazards, offers a delicious and safe way to enjoy all the benefits mushrooms have to offer. I personally believe that food should not only nourish but also bring peace of mind, knowing you're making choices that protect your health while keeping meals enjoyable. After Robert switched to trusted, store-bought mushrooms, his digestive issues disappeared, and he felt more energetic. This experience reminds us that even with wholesome foods, Awareness and caution go a long way in safeguarding our well-being. Now that we've uncovered the hidden side of wild mushrooms, let's move on to a vegetable that's often loved for its fresh taste but can sometimes be a tricky guest for sensitive stomachs, especially among seniors. I'm talking about asparagus, and why it deserves a thoughtful approach. Asparagus. It's often hailed as a superstar vegetable packed with vitamins and antioxidants. A favorite on many healthy plates. But here's a secret that not many talk about. Especially for seniors, asparagus can sometimes be a tricky friend for sensitive digestion. Take Helen, a spirited 70-year-old who loves cooking fresh meals to stay vibrant. She always enjoyed asparagus but soon began noticing an uncomfortable bloating and stomach cramps after eating it. Confused and frustrated, she wondered why this vegetable she trusted could cause her such discomfort. The answer lies in asparagus's unique makeup. It contains fibers and sulfur compounds that, while incredibly nutritious, can irritate aging digestive systems that tend to slow down and become more sensitive with time. Research shows that as we age, our digestive tract may struggle to break down certain foods as easily, especially those rich in fiber and sulfur. Helen found that by simply steaming her asparagus instead of eating it raw, and by moderating her portions, she could still enjoy this vegetable's heart-healthy perks, without the unpleasant side effects. This story beautifully illustrates an important truth. What's healthy for one person might not always be the best for another. Especially when we're talking about seniors. The key is listening to your body and making thoughtful adjustments. Sometimes, the difference between discomfort and delight is as simple as how you prepare your food or how much you eat. So, if you love vegetables but want to avoid tummy troubles, stay tuned. Next, I'll share practical, gentle ways for seniors to include a wide variety of vegetables safely in their diet, so you can nourish your body and heart without worry. Now, you might be wondering, how can seniors still enjoy the vibrant world of vegetables without triggering discomfort or health concerns? It's a question many face, and the answer lies in understanding your body and making thoughtful choices. Take Helen, a lively 78-year-old, who once believed she had to give up her favorite greens because of digestive troubles and achy joints. But what she discovered changed everything. She learned how to embrace vegetables safely, turning mealtime into a moment of healing and joy. The secret? Freshness and variety are your best friends. When you choose vegetables that are in season and grown naturally, you're inviting in more nutrients and fewer chemicals that might upset a sensitive system. But it doesn't stop there. How you prepare those veggies makes all the difference. Light cooking methods like steaming, roasting, or gentle sautéing soften the fibers and neutralize compounds like oxalates and lectins that can sometimes cause inflammation or digestion issues. Helen also found that pairing her veggies with good fats, think olive oil or avocado, and some protein helped her body absorb the nutrients better while soothing any potential irritation. More importantly, she tuned in to her body's signals. If a certain vegetable made her feel off, she didn't give up but adapted, maybe less quantity, a different cooking style, or a new veggie altogether. And consulting with her doctor or nutritionist helped tailor her diet perfectly to her needs, providing both safety and confidence. From what I've seen and experienced, this kind of mindful eating isn't about restrictions or fear. It's about rediscovering the joy of food that nurtures both body and spirit. Vegetables can absolutely be a source of strength and pleasure, even as we age. So as you think about your own meals, remember, it's not about cutting out but about crafting a plate that loves you back. Coming up, we'll bring everything together and explore how these simple choices can protect your health and keep you thriving with every bite. As we come to the close of today's journey, let's pause and truly absorb the vital lesson. Not all vegetables are created equal for seniors. Some seemingly innocent greens and roots can quietly undermine your health, from fueling inflammation to upsetting digestion and weakening joints. But here's the empowering truth: by choosing wisely, like swapping white potatoes for nutrient-rich sweet potatoes, gently steaming spinach instead of eating it raw, or steering clear of toxic rhubarb leaves. You're taking control of your well-being in a profound way. Your body is a wise companion. Listen to its signals. Prepare your meals thoughtfully, and seek guidance when needed. This path isn't about restrictions, it's about embracing nourishment that strengthens your body, supports your mobility, and enhances your daily joy. With every mindful choice, you're investing in a vibrant, active future. Here at Elderly Wisdom Secrets, we're honored to be part of your journey towards smarter, healthier living. If today's insights resonated with you, please hit like, share this video with those you care about, and subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt guidance and practical wisdom. Your thoughts and experiences inspire us. Drop a comment and join the conversation. Together, let's cultivate wellness and vitality, one nourishing meal at a time.